Hey guys, it's Carla. Today I'm going to paint a very simple painting of a family of cats. And I've already got my sketch drawn onto my canvas. And if you want this traceable, you can look in the description below, and I post these on my Facebook page, so you can just go on to there and print it off along with the reference photo. So I'm just using a hog bristle brush, just a flat hog bristle brush, to tap in this color. And the colors I'm using today, I've got white, phthalo blue, raw umber, raw sienna, yellow, and black. And if you want different color cats, that's fine. You can still use this outline, but you could change up the color of the cats if you wanted to. But I'm just tapping this color on. So the first thing I'm going to do is just tap on all of this kind of orangish looking color, which is a mixture of the raw sienna and the yellow. And then I'll go back and put in my other colors. But this is the main color, so I want to go ahead and get all of it in. So all I'm doing is tapping it in where I want color. There's some of this that is going to remain white, so I'm just going to skip those areas. So I'm thinking that this is a mama, daddy, and baby cat. So this middle one is smaller and mostly white. It just kind of separates the other two to leave it mostly white. But again, you could change up the color of these and maybe make them to match your cats or something. So as you're tapping in this color, just if you're making them the color that I did, just look at the reference photo and make sure that you skip the white areas. If you accidentally paint over the white areas, that's fine, because it doesn't have to be the exact same pattern as this, but or also you could come back with white paint and put the white back in. But it's a lot easier if you just leave it the color of the canvas. So now I've cleaned my brush, and I'm going to come back with brown into my darker areas. Some of this is shading and some of it's the color of the cats. But again, it helps separate the three cats. Guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, this would be a good time to do that. I paint different types of paintings on this channel. Most of it is like teaching you how to paint loose, and not get too uptight with it. But there are some that are more detailed that are not that carefree type of painting. Now, in all of this painting, I'm tapping in the color because that'll give me that furry look. I don't want to brush it on. All right, now I'm switching to a round brush that holds a lot of water because I'm going to water my paint down to paint the background. Now I'm going to scumble this on very loosely. In some places I'm actually touching the outline, some places I'm not. I'm just being very carefree with it. Now there's different things that you could do with this painting. What I'm doing is, after I get this background done, I'm going to come back with my black and outline it. But if you don't like that look, you could actually come all the way over your outline with the paint that you've already done and cover those lines and just paint it without the black outline. The black outline kind of almost gives it a watercolor look, because in most watercolors they outline the subjects, and a lot of this is almost watercolor because it's watered down, but the cats themselves are not, and so it's just kind of a mixture of maybe a watercolor look and just painting. So I'm just playing around with the background, and I'm going to continue to play around with it until I get the look that I want, but I do want to keep it very loose and carefree. I don't want it to look too uptight and precise. So now I'm tapping in some more yellow just to kind of brighten up some spots. And now I've decided to put in some blue into my darker shaded areas so that the blue in the background will kind of come through in the painting and kind of unify the whole thing. And blue is a really good shadow color anyway. All right, now with a liner brush, I'm using a long bristled liner brush to put this black outline on. And the reason I'm doing that is so that it will, it won't be too perfect, if that makes any sense. I want it to be really, I want to skip around and not have like a solid line, and I don't want it to be perfect along the original outline. So with this long bristle brush, you really can't make it perfect, so that's a benefit. But if you don't want to use a brush, you could use a Sharpie or something if you don't feel comfortable with the liner brush. But if you do use a Sharpie or whatever you use, just kind of make it shaky so that it's not perfectly straight, because that'll give it more of a fluffy look and more realistic. So now I'm just giving them a little indication of whiskers. And I wanted to come back and just make it a little more fluffy, make it look a little more fluffy, so I'm just kind of wiggling in some over some of the lines, just making a kind of a jagged line. All right, now I'm going to darken my shadow a little bit more underneath the cats. Again, I'm just kind of playing around with my shadow in my background until I get it the way I want it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and God bless you.